Welcome to Short and Sweet number 16, How to Ace a Video Interview. With more and more interviews happening via video today on computers, tablets, and mobile phones, it makes sense to learn how to present the best in front of the camera. And today I'm going to go through 7 steps to help you prepare for a video interview. So let's get started. So the first step actually has nothing to do with the video. It's more about preparation. And if you're doing a video interview, there's a lot of technology out there in the world, and it can go wrong quickly. To prepare ahead of time, make sure you have the phone number of the person you'll be interviewing with, and make sure that they have your phone number. If everything goes wrong for some reason, you can still continue the interview process through a telephone call. If you need more information on that, I have another video blog on how to do a telephone interview. Number 2, have a quick internet. Best thing that you can do is be somewhere that has a stable, quick internet. Video takes a lot of bandwidth. I don't know all the technology of it, but I do know that when videos start freezing up or the sound starts to echo, a lot of it is just having a bad internet. So be somewhere that you can have a good internet. If you don't have one at home, see if friends have one, see if your recruiter has a good office internet that they can use. Sometimes you can go to a rental space or hotels and sign into their Wi-Fi network to use. So the big thing is get the fastest network speed that you can. Number 3, practice. Again, like I said before, there's a lot of technology that can go wrong. You have your computer or your tablet, you have different types of applications that you're using. You can have a lot of things that can go wrong. It's good to practice making sure that your video works with the application, making sure the audio works for the application, and just practice it. If you can, get a friend or family member or your recruiter to get online and practice using the application so that you can make sure and have a very easy time to get onto the interview without thinking too much about it ahead of time. Number 4, location. This is the most important number to remember because there's so many different ways to improve your location. The first thing is make sure it's quiet. You want to have a quick internet speed, but you need to be somewhere that's quiet. So sometimes a coffee shop might have fast internet, but might have a very noisy background, so it'll be distracting during the interview time. Make sure that you can have somewhere that is as quiet as possible. Make sure that you turn off your cell phone so it doesn't ring during the interview. And if you can, limit any other background noise that's possible. If there is some background noise, which in Tokyo, which is crowded, there oftentimes is, and a siren goes off, then make sure to excuse that with the interviewer and just keep going. Along with having a quiet background is to have a good surrounding area. We have a white background here. In a small apartment, if you're doing your interview at home, then sometimes you'll have things in the background, and that's just how it is. You should try to have as uncluttered background as possible to make sure that it's not distracting during the interview. And the third part that's very important for location is to make sure that the lighting is as good as possible. If you have the camera where the light's in your eyes or the light's in the camera's eyes, then it's very distracting and it skews the picture. So you don't want to do that. The best lighting is if you can have a natural lighting from an open window, perhaps coming in from the side. That's the best way to do it. But try to have as good a lighting as you can to make yourself appear as good as possible in front of the camera. Next, prepare. You should have your notebook and pen in front of you, your resume there in front of you as well, and make sure that you're not typing on the device that you are interviewing on, because if you are, that tapping sound will go through in the microphone and be very distracting, so you don't want to do that. But because you have a little bit of area in front of you, there's certain notes that you can have in front of you, and you raise the camera just a little bit, it won't be noticeable, so that's okay as well. You just want to make sure that you're not staring down at the information all the time, but actually looking into the camera. Number 6, body language. Again, it's more difficult when you have a camera on in front of you to remember to do certain body language. If you are just very stiff and rigid during the meeting, then it's very difficult to get a sense of your personality through the camera. So similar to the telephone, you want to make sure you smile occasionally, that you use your hands if it's inappropriate, not too much, that it's distracting, but enough that it's easy enough to express yourself. So body language is an important point to remember when you're on camera. Along with body language, it's important to remember to make eye contact. Now, with a lot of the applications, it's very easy to look at the screen and look down at the faces instead of into the camera. So it's good to remember that when you're answering a question to the interviewer, that you look directly into the camera, kind of as a news person does, and try to build that eye contact and engaging the other person on the other end of the camera. And number 7, dress. It's important to remember to dress appropriately. You might be doing the interview from home and it's easy to kind of get casual and relaxed, but this is a business meeting. So it is appropriate to have on a suit, a tie, slacks, a dress suit, whatever is appropriate for any business meeting that you will be having. So there's 7 quick steps to help you improve on your video interview skills. I hope you have found these useful. If you have, please leave some comments below and let us know what you found effective or not so effective in the video interviews that you've had. Also be sure to like and or share these videos. Thank you, and look forward to seeing you next time.